Imagine discovering a natural solution that could actually revive thinning hair, even if your hair loss is due to autoimmune issues, nutritional gaps, or stubborn fungal overgrowth. It might sound too good to be true, but the answer could be sitting in your kitchen right now, the humble onion. Before you roll your eyes thinking about the smell or doubting the results, hear me out. This isn't just any kitchen trick. This is a method that has real science behind it and can make a tangible difference in your hair's growth and health. And don't worry, the smell won't linger because you'll wash your hair thoroughly after applying it twice. So, what makes an onion so powerful? It's packed with sulfur, a critical building block for keratin, the main protein in your hair. Keratin is what gives hair its structure, strength, and resilience. But sulfur alone isn't the star here. Onions, especially red ones, are rich in quercetin, a remarkable compound that supports hair growth in multiple ways. Quercetin helps regulate immune responses that can attack hair follicles, making it particularly helpful for conditions like alopecia, where patches of hair fall out. Beyond that, quercetin boosts growth hormone activity right at the hair follicle, giving your hair the fuel it needs to thrive. On top of that, it's antimicrobial, helping protect your scalp from yeast, fungus, mold, and dandruff, common culprits in hair thinning or scalp irritation. The process is simple, but the results can be powerful. Start with an organic red onion, chop it into small pieces, and blend it until smooth. Strain the mixture through a cheesecloth to extract the juice, then pour it into a container. Something like a mason jar works fine. When you're ready to apply, wet your hair and massage the onion juice into your roots for a few minutes. Then step out, dry your body, and leave the mixture on your scalp for 30 minutes to an hour. A shower cap can help keep it in place. Finally, rinse thoroughly and shampoo twice to remove any residual odor. Doing this just twice a week can start producing noticeable results in 3 to 4 weeks, depending on your hair and scalp condition. Once you've got the basics down, there are ways to elevate this treatment even further, turning a simple onion juice application into a hair growth powerhouse. And that's exactly where we're heading next. Now that you've mastered the basic onion juice application, let's talk about how to supercharge it. The first simple tweak is adding just 5 drops of rosemary oil. It might seem small, but this addition is a game changer. In a 2015 randomized trial, rosemary oil was compared to one of the leading medications for alopecia, and surprisingly, it performed just as well. Rosemary oil is loaded with phytonutrients that reduce inflammation, act as antioxidants, and improve blood flow to the scalp. It's also excellent for regulating immune responses, which is particularly helpful if your hair loss has an autoimmune component. Combined with the onion juice, it creates a potent formula for stimulating hair growth and protecting your scalp. Scientific studies reinforce just how effective this combination can be. In a trial published in the Journal of Dermatology, participants were divided into 2 groups. One applied onion juice, and the other just used water. After 6 weeks, the onion juice group showed an impressive 86.9% improvement in hair regrowth. Meanwhile, the water group only saw a 13% improvement. That's not just a minor difference. That's a dramatic shift, proving that this natural approach is far from a gimmick. And in animal studies, the isolated quercetin from onions stimulated hair regeneration in every treated subject, while untreated groups showed no regrowth at all. These results underscore that onion juice isn't just folklore, it's backed by science. Once you've added rosemary oil, you can take it even further by fermenting the onion juice. Fermentation isn't just for food, it's a way to enhance the nutrients already present. Start with 1 chopped red onion, blend it, and strain out the pulp. Pour the liquid into a mason jar, add 8 ounces of water, a teaspoon of sea salt, and half a teaspoon of raw honey. Mix it thoroughly, cover with a cheesecloth or coffee filter, and leave it on your counter for 72 hours. By the second day, you'll notice tiny carbon dioxide bubbles forming. This is a sign that beneficial microbes are at work, boosting the quercetin levels and producing additional vitamins, creating a nutrient-dense, scalp-friendly potion. Not only does fermentation amplify the hair growth compounds, it also adjusts the pH of the onion juice to around 5, which is ideal for scalp health. The result is a supercharged version of the same natural remedy, ready to give your hair follicles everything they need to thrive. You can apply it exactly as before. Massage it into your wet scalp, Leave it for 30-60 minutes, then rinse and shampoo twice. Twice a week is enough to see significant improvements over time. At this stage, you might be wondering why this method works so well when so many hair loss treatments fail. It comes down to attacking the problem from multiple angles. First, you're feeding your hair follicles with sulfur and quercetin, which are essential for keratin production and overall follicle health. Second, you're addressing immune-related hair loss by reducing inflammation and suppressing overactive autoimmune responses at the scalp. Third, the antimicrobial effects of both onion juice and rosemary oil help maintain a clean, healthy scalp, eliminating fungus, yeast, or bacteria that can slow or halt hair growth. It's a holistic approach, treating both the root causes and symptoms simultaneously. Once your hair begins responding, you'll notice small, fine hairs sprouting where there were once thin or bald patches. Consistency is key. Results often appear after 3 to 4 weeks, but maximum benefits can take 6 weeks or more. If you stick to this regimen, your hair follicles will gradually strengthen and new growth will continue to thicken over time. It's not an overnight miracle, but it's sustainable, natural, and effective, without harsh chemicals or expensive treatments. Beyond topical treatments, there are other factors that influence hair growth. Vitamin D is crucial for follicle function. Many people are deficient, and this can slow down or prevent new growth. Taking 10,000 to 20,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, or ensuring regular sun exposure, helps optimize your body's natural hair growth mechanisms. Nutrition also plays a pivotal role. Hair needs a steady supply of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals to grow strong and resilient. If your diet lacks protein, biotin, zinc, or iron, your follicles won't be able to perform at their best. Pairing the onion juice routine with a nutrient-rich diet will amplify your results. As you continue this journey, it's important to remain patient and attentive. Track your progress weekly, noticing improvements in hair density, scalp health, and overall shine. Over time, this combination of fermented onion juice, rosemary oil, proper vitamin D intake, and a hair-supportive diet creates the ideal environment for follicles to regenerate, even in stubborn cases of thinning or autoimmune-related hair loss. And here's where it all connects to the next step: understanding the small tweaks and advanced techniques that can turn this already powerful routine into a complete hair restoration protocol. These are the methods that accelerate results, making hair stronger, thicker, and healthier faster than conventional approaches. Now let's dive into the next level of hair growth optimization. Once you've mastered the basic and fermented onion juice routine with rosemary oil, there are subtle tweaks that can make a big difference. First, consistency is your best ally. Twice a week may sound minimal, but the follicles need time to respond, and over-application can actually irritate the scalp. Stick to the schedule and treat it like a ritual. When you apply the mixture, make sure to massage it gently but thoroughly into the roots. This stimulates circulation, ensures the nutrients reach the follicles, and primes the scalp for new growth. Another key factor is the timing. Leaving the mixture on your scalp for at least an hour, preferably with a shower cap, allows the compounds to penetrate deeply. During this time, the quercetin, sulfur, and rosemary phytonutrients go to work, supporting keratin synthesis and enhancing follicle activity. Rinsing afterward with a double shampoo ensures no residue or odor remains, leaving your scalp clean and refreshed. You'll notice that repeated use not only supports new hair growth, but also improves the overall texture, strength, and shine of existing hair. While topical treatments are vital, internal support is equally important. Hair follicles rely on a consistent supply of vitamins and minerals. Make sure your diet includes protein-rich foods, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds, all of which provide amino acids and nutrients essential for keratin production. Deficiencies in vitamin D, zinc, iron, or B vitamins can hinder growth, so consider supplementation or dietary adjustments. Even small improvements in nutrition can magnify the effects of your topical routine. For those struggling with autoimmune-related hair loss, the anti-inflammatory effects of onion juice and rosemary oil are crucial. They reduce scalp inflammation, calm overactive immune cells, and create an environment where follicles can recover and thrive. The combination of these natural compounds with proper nutrition is a powerful, science-backed approach that addresses the root causes of hair thinning instead of masking the symptoms. At this point, your hair is entering a recovery phase, new growth is emerging, scalp health is improving, and the visible results will continue to progress over several weeks. But there's one more element that can elevate your results, and that's integrating targeted habits that complement your routine. This is where understanding your body's overall health, nutrient levels, and lifestyle comes into play, a topic we'll explore next. Lifestyle factors can either accelerate or hinder your hair growth journey. Stress, for example, is a silent enemy of follicles. High stress levels trigger cortisol release, which can interfere with the natural hair cycle and increase shedding. Incorporating stress management techniques like meditation, light exercise, or even short mindfulness breaks supports your scalp and follicles indirectly but powerfully. Similarly, quality sleep is essential. Hair growth occurs most effectively during deep sleep stages when your body releases growth hormones that stimulate follicle activity. Without sufficient rest, even the best hair treatments may fall short. Hydration is another overlooked component. Every cell in your body, including those in your scalp, requires water to function optimally. Dehydrated follicles become brittle and less responsive to nutrient absorption. Drinking adequate water daily ensures that the sulfur, quercetin, and rosemary compounds you apply topically are supported internally, providing a synergistic effect that enhances results. Let's also revisit nutrition. In addition to protein and micronutrients, healthy fats from sources like olive oil, avocado, and fatty fish play a critical role. These fats improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and supply essential fatty acids that follicles need for proper cell membrane function. Pairing these dietary habits with your onion juice routine ensures that each follicle is operating at peak efficiency. Now, back to the topical formula. If you want to push your results further, consider customizing the fermented onion juice slightly. Some people experiment with adding a few drops of essential oils known for hair support, like peppermint or cedarwood. These oils increase scalp circulation and may improve absorption of the active compounds in onion juice. Remember, small, consistent adjustments often yield better results than drastic changes. Finally, track your progress visually. Take weekly photos, monitor hair density, scalp health, and texture. Seeing these incremental improvements keeps motivation high and helps you adjust routines if needed. By combining the fermented onion juice, rosemary oil, targeted nutrition, hydration, sleep, stress management, and optional essential oil tweaks, you're creating a holistic, science-backed protocol that addresses both internal and external factors affecting hair growth. We've now reached the final phase of this hair restoration journey. By this point, you should be noticing new hair growth, improved scalp health, and stronger, shinier strands. The key is to continue the routine with patience, consistency, and attention to detail. The combined effects of sulfur, quercetin, rosemary oil, and fermentation create a nourishing environment where follicles can regenerate, even in cases of stubborn thinning or autoimmune hair loss. Vitamin D cannot be overstated. Daily supplementation of 10,000, 20,000 IU or consistent sun exposure ensures your follicles have the hormonal support needed for growth. Without it, other treatments may be less effective. Alongside this, maintaining a nutrient-rich diet, staying hydrated, managing stress, and getting proper sleep form the pillars of sustained hair health. Think of these steps as the foundation on which your topical treatments work most effectively. The beauty of this approach is that it's completely natural, cost-effective, and backed by studies. From the Journal of Dermatology findings showing nearly 87% improvement with onion juice to mouse studies proving quercetin's hair regeneration properties, the science confirms what many have experienced firsthand. Fermentation enhances the bioavailability of these nutrients, making the treatment even more potent and scalp-friendly. Consistency is crucial. Continue applying the onion juice, with or without rosemary oil, twice a week for at least 6 weeks, massaging it into the scalp, leaving it on for 30-60 minutes, and rinsing thoroughly ensures the compounds penetrate effectively. As your hair grows, you may even notice improvements in density, texture, and shine, making your hair appear healthier overall. Finally, combine this regimen with ongoing attention to lifestyle, nutrition, and supplementation to maximize results. Keep monitoring your hair progress visually. Adjust small factors when needed and celebrate the gains you achieve. By following this holistic, science-backed routine, you're addressing both the symptoms and underlying causes of hair loss. Now it's your turn. Start this routine, stick with it, and take control of your hair health today. Don't forget to download my free daily routine checklist to support energy, health, and overall vitality, everything that helps your hair grow stronger, faster, and healthier. Click the link below, commit to the process, and watch the transformation happen. Your hair, your confidence, and your future self will thank you.